Hello everybody, I'm GHG and welcome back to this tutorial series. In today's episode I am going to show you how to craft with ItemStacks. And as you can see, we're inside our plugin of our last episode, so the custom crafting recipe plugin. And I did something between the episodes. I added a public static item stack, custom item. It's just a diamond with item meta. The display name is check color dark purple .magic. Plus magic, and it's just an item that we are going to craft with to get an emerald block. And I've also registered events to a new class called ItemStack Crafting, and over here I did onPlayer join, and I give the player the item when they join the server. So what we are going to make use of for our custom crafting item stack is the prepare item craft event. So I'm going to register a new event handler, so a new public void onPlayer craft item, and it's going to be the prepare item craft event, and just E as always. Let me tell you something about the prepare item craft event. Let me get a picture of a crafting inventory. Over here you can see a crafting inventory, flint, iron for flint and steel. And inside of the prepare item craft event, there's a couple of things that you can get. You can get the crafting inventory over here, and the items are inside a matrix. So it's get inventory, get matrix, and they are an item stack array which starts to count at 0, which is the left top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you also have the result, and that can be both gathered from the recipe as well as the matrix. Okay, that's how the crafting inventory looks, but you can also craft inside of a survival inventory, so not a crafting bench. And I want to check if the player is actually crafting from an item bench. So what we are going to do is get inventory, which will get us the crafting inventory, .get matrix, and then we are going to see if it's actually 9 long. So length below 9 means that they are not crafting in an item in a crafting bench, and we want to return out of our custom item stack crafting. Okay, over here I'm going to make a method for the crafting, and we are going to make it a public void. So underneath here, public void called check craft. And of course what we want to do is we want to supply it with an item stack result. We want to supply it with the crafting inventory, so crafting inventory inventory inf, that's the matrix I just shown, plus the result. And we also want to supply a hash map of integer, so that means the place that the item stack needs to be in, and the item stack that is required at that place, and we are going to call it ingredients. Okay, let me import that correctly. Okay. Now what we are going to do is we are going to get the matrix. So item stack array matrix equals inventory.get matrix. And that will return an item stack array, of course, with the length of 9. And I want to loop through it and check if each item is equal to the item that we want, to the item stack that we want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do for int I equals 0, just a basic for loop. I below 9, I plus plus, and then what we are going to do is we are first going to check if ingredients contains the slot. So if ingredients contains key I, because we want to know whether there needs to be a an item stack in there. So in the case of an item that we want there, so in case we want an ingredient at the place of our craft. So with our example, it was at the 4th slot we needed to have an iron bar. Then what we are going to do is, of course, if matrix.I, so if the I element of matrix equals null, or matrix I does not equal the ingredients .get I. So what we are actually saying over here is if there is no item where we expect an item, or if it's the wrong item, then we want to return and we do not want to do anything. Okay, if the ingredients does not contain an item, then that slot should be empty. So we are going to put an else statement over here. Else if matrix at the ith element does not equal null. So if there is an item in a place where there should not be an item, then we want to return as well. And then last but not least, after the for loop, we of course want to set the result. So inf.setResult, which was the flint and steel in the example, to the result item stack. Okay, this is for the check craft method. So over here we are going to do check craft. And as I said, I'm just going to make a new item stack as the result. New item stack material dot, let's say an emerald block. Emerald block, and we want to supply the crafting inventory, so we are going to do get inventory. Now we want to also give a hash map with the ingredients, but we want to have that a little bit organized so that we can put many hash maps in there. So what I like to do is I like to make a new hash map inside of the checkcraft method over here. So integer item stack. And then what you can do with with the hash map, you can supply it with a kind of inline method. So instead of saying hash map ingredients, the needed ingredients equals new hash map, you can also just do new hash map over here. And let's just put an enter over here to make it clear that this is a new hash map. And then what I like to do is I like to put it, because it's normally dot put, so we get the item, the hash map, and we do dot put. But now we can just do it inside of here. Just use two curly brackets and then say put. Let's do fourth place, and then main, since we named our main, don't do that. Dot custom item. That will be the ingredient. And then of course over here we need to close it off correctly, and it will return a serial warning. Don't mind that, because you're not actually serializing it, because you do not need it anywhere else other than this check craft. And what this will do is it will put on the fourth slot, so on the in the middle slot, the main custom item. So when you supply the crafting bench with only on the fourth slot a main custom item, then it will return the result, which is an emerald block in our case. Of course, this is not the most optimized way. You should make this hash map outside of the event handler and store it somewhere else. But just for tutorial's sake, I just created over here. And of course, to make another method, just copy, paste it over here, check craft, and put something else over here and something else over here. And that's actually it for item crafting. It's really easy, really organized way of making your own custom crafting recipes that use ItemStacks and item meta, of course. Let's go and check this out on the server. See you over there. So we're inside Minecraft now. Started up the server, but there was a little issue with the 1.11.2 server. It did not register the event correctly. It should. I couldn't figure out why, so I moved to a 1.12 server, and now we're inside of here. So I'm going to show it on another server. Okay, so over here we have the diamond with the magic, and let me just fetch a regular diamond as well. And when we now open up our crafting inventory over here, we put magic over here on the fourth slot, then you can see it will change into a block of emeralds. If I put an item where it should not be, it will cancel it. And if I just do a regular diamond, it won't do anything as well. So over here we can just craft it into a block of emeralds, and that's it for the ItemStack crafting. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe. If you got any feedback or suggestions, down below in the comment section or in the description box, you will find a link to the Discord channel. Join it. It's fun over there. I'd like to see you over there. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.